Welcome back to Rising Phoenix Oracle. I am T, the Oracle. Thank you for tuning in for another celebrity reading. Today we're going to focus on JT and Young Miami, aka Caresha from the City Girls. So recently, there's been some talk about the two of them not being as close as they used to and possibly cutting ties. Now, there have been kind of like rumors and I guess people talking about, the two of them possibly, like I said, not being as close as they used to, for various reasons. And then just recently, about a day or two ago, JT tweeted something that had people talking. And then also, allegedly, she unfollowed Saucy Santana. And we do know that, of course, all of them at one point in time were cool, but we do know that Young Miami appeared to be a little bit more closer to Santana than JT, right? But JT recently tweeted something, and I'm just going to read it. So she tweeted, she says, "I'm the most supportive B ever with receipts." Okay. But somewhere in a B, air, A head, I'm their competition. Out of all these B's who D you ride, you want to pick me as your enemy. Loser. Then she said, B's be sneak dissing, letting a funky wannabe me a friends hype they head up, but when I come, just know I'm not gonna play with neither one of y'all B's. Y'all long overdue. Hey A B's. Interesting. Sneak this in now. If y'all kind of follow this a little bit, you kind of know that some people feel as if Saucy Santana and even Caresha kind of, over the last couple months or years, so kind of been, what should I say? Just kind of sliding her and kind of sneak dissing, especially Santana. So it's just pretty interesting. So let's go on and see. Let's pull some cards first. What's going on with JT and Caresha? Let's see what's going on with them. We're going to do general first, pull some cards, see what's going on with JT and Caresha, and then we'll go from there. So let's do a few more shuffles. What's going on with JT and Caresha? What's going on with them? What's really going on? One more shuffle. What's going on with JT and Caresha? All right. This one actually came out reversed. So this one says, door to personal healing and happiness. And this is reversed, okay? But I'm going to turn it around so y'all can see it. This also came out reversed. Attachment. Interesting. This also came out in the reverse. The World card. Child, we're going to keep pulling. Angel of Love. Storm warning. Reverse. Journey. Let's stop right here. All right. And take a look and see what's going on. So what's going on between JT and Young Miami, aka Caresha? All right, so let's start with these top cards that came out in the reverse. Let me move these out the way. All right, so y'all see this door to personal healing and happiness. However, this came out in the reverse. Okay, so when you take a look at this card, of course it deals with just being happy, just feeling a sense of content, feeling a sense of, peace or not worrying. You see, look at this picture. You see, looks like that might be a dove there. Looks like there's a rainbow. There's a lot of foliage. There's a lot of green leaves. There's a lot of, flowers here. It just looks serene, okay? Peaceful. However, since it was in the reverse, that means things have been turned around. Things have been shaken up. Things are not as they appear, okay? Things are not cohesive, okay? One or more parties are not happy with their particular situation, relationship, or connection that they have, okay? Then you have this attachment card that also came out in the reverse. So if you take a look at it, it looks like there's a woman. She is actually chained to some type of pillar here. It almost looks like a water fountain, a mini well, or whatever it is. But she's chained to it by her wrist. Then you see she has on this white gown, and then she's holding like this mask in her hand, okay? However, this was in the reverse. So this lets us know that one or more parties or just the relationship of the two is like detaching, or is breaking free, or is no longer together, it's no longer cohesive, like I stated in the first card. Okay, so it represents breaking free from the mask, the facades, fakeness. And you see in what was that, JT's tweet that she had, it's like she kept reiterating about fake ABs, right? Okay, so she's like, I'm tired of this, you know what I mean? And the other part of Young Miami may feel the same way, but this definitely details at least one person who's just like, I'm breaking free, it's time. You know, for a period of time, this person may have felt as if they needed to be chained. They needed to be connected. However, at this point in time, they finally realized that it's better for them to be free. And of course, if we look at the the particular circumstance surrounding the two individuals, you have Young Miami that's connected to the Diddy case. And everything that's going on with Diddy, you know, some people would say it's good that at this period of time that they have kind of went their separate ways, and JT has over a course of time distanced herself from this particular relationship or partnership. And then you have the World card that also ended up in the reverse. This is how it came out in the deck as such, right? So when we take a look at this card, you have somebody that's kind of like at the end of a pier, at the end of a deck, right? And it looks like there may be water here. Looks like there may be flowers, or lotus flowers that are in bloom. But however, this card is kind of like you want to almost say like a grayscale card. It's kind of like almost in the balance. It's not particularly here, and it's not particularly over here, but they're in the balance. It's like it's the period before you actually make a move. It's almost like the crossroads are in a balance and you're moving towards something, right? And then you have the world right in front of you. This can represent having the world at the palm of your hands, or having everything opened up to you, moving towards the manifestation of what's ahead and what you've manifested or what you see ahead. However, this was in a reverse. So this kind of tells you, hey, you know, even though there may be things that I can accomplish ahead, if I decide to move forward, I have to decide which way I want to move. What do I want to do? I do know that there's a benefit for me to move forward and to detach myself. And I know the world is at my fingertips. And it may have been a bit of trepidation before, you know, worry or just kind of like discontent, like, should I do this? But now you see that this person is moving forward. So that could be representation of JT and as well as Carisha, okay? Because we do see that over a period of time. At first, it appeared as if Carisha had left JT behind for a little bit, if you take a look at it, because, you know, over the course of a year or two, she got with Diddy. She was doing more different things. She was doing Carisha Please. I think that's the name of the show that she was on Revolt. You know, she was on Red Carpet. She was just diversifying, I would say, her portfolio and doing other things other than just music industry and rapping. And it appears that she really didn't want to do that. I think she's actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's actually said that that's not like what she really wanted to do, but she's into other things, you know, in the industry or whatever. And so she kind of moved away from that, and it kind of left JT, you know, to the side. And JT, for a period of time, looked as if she wasn't sure what to do, or she was kind of scared to break that attachment and kind of branch off on her own, whether it's because she wasn't sure if she was doubtful of her own self, or if she felt like it wasn't the right time, or if she didn't know how she would be received by people. But she was able to go ahead and break free. So whatever that was, that confirmation that she received, she was like, okay, this is my time. And it's evident at this point in time that it was her time to be able to kind of like, you know, separate herself and go full-fledged in what she was wanting to do and with her career. Because it appears that, you know, rapping and the music industry was something that was really dear to her. And it appears that she's, good at it with, her writing style and her raps and different things like that, more so than more so than Caresha, right? Then you have this Angel of Love card. Now, I see this in multiple different ways. This comes out as, number one, both of the girls kind of going their ways in regards to relationships and figuring out, okay, what works for me? Okay, let me develop myself as an individual, as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as me. You know what I mean? More so than being in a group. Okay, this also represents, where's your heart? Where's your heart? And like I said before, Caresha, it appears that, music wasn't necessarily her heart, but it was more of still being in the limelight, but making her money, getting her coins up in different ways other than just music. Now, JT is in the same light, but it's still kind of like in the same, I say, industry or field, whether it's modeling, whether it's being, a brand ambassador for different companies, which I've seen her diversify herself with, putting out her own music, collaborating with different artists, following your heart, what's in your heart and what you want to do. So this also represents that for me as well with the two of them. So it looks like their paths decided to kind of go their separate ways as well. And then you have this storm warning card that also came out in the reverse. Okay, now when you take a look at this card, it looks like, of course, with anything, you see this storm warning. So it has looks like a big tornado coming. You see thunder, you see lightning touching the ground, touching down. You see things being broken. So it's like that could represent a broken relationship. Okay, a period of time where things have broken up, and there's a storm, and then things have been broken and released. The attachment's been released. Okay, now it's time to move forward from this. Now, this necessarily could be looked at as a negative thing. However, sometimes something drastic needs to happen in order for people and situations to separate as it needs to be. Okay, and then you have this journey card. So you have this woman going about her journey. You see her path is lit up, and then you see she has different options here. So to me, that represents both women for me. And you see this is the number 2. It's duality, it's separate. So this represents separation for me. So where are they at this point? I do believe that they are separated in regards to their goals and what they want to do in life, and how they want to excel. And then even their friendship, it appears that there's a transition. So let's ask this question. How is their friendship? Let's put these cards up. What state is their friendship in? What state is their friendship in? Let's go here. What's the state of their friendship? Because this is very interesting. So, a lot of this was built on friendship and, putting them together as a duo. And I would say it will work better if you are friends. And it did appear that at some point in time they were friends. You know what I mean? And it may not have been the best of friends, but at least they, took up for each other, enjoyed each other's company. That's my girl. I'm gonna take up for her. You know what I mean? But like I said, it just appears that they kind of have went their separate ways and grown apart. So what's the status of their friendship? Let's do 2 more shuffles here. What's the status of their friendship? 1 more shuffle. What's the status of JT and Caresha's friendship? All right, let's move this deck out the way so we could be able to lay this spread out. Look at that. Transformation. Temptation. This came out in the reverse. Wisdom. Seems like, that solidifies what we said even about their professional relationship. Their personal relationship has also taken a turn. It's moved in different directions. They're not compatible, I would say, even as a music group, but even as a friendship, it's not compatible. To me, I feel like they never were compatible, to be honest. Prosperity begins. Financial and material harvest changes. And let's pull another card. Choose wisely. Yeah, they are deciding to go in their separate ways. Like their life has taken a change. I feel like they're no longer on the same accord, and they're listening to their own compass, you know, their own thoughts, their own feelings. And I feel like each one of them would be successful in their own right. Excuse me. They would be successful in their own right. But with the separation of the duo, of the group, there will be financial and material changes coming to both of them. And at this point, it's all about making good decisions. It's all about, it's like, if I do this, this will probably happen. If I do this, this may occur. It's all about being smart about your decision. It's very imperative at this time for both of them, especially Young Miami at this point in time. Shadow. A lot of stuff that's in the dark will come to light. So whether that's, you know, things that people are doing, secrets between both of them. I think, like, in the beginning, like I said, they were friends, but at the same time, they didn't share everything together, because I think each one of them, both of them, had like their own separate friends or best of friends that they confided in. They were cool, but they weren't the best of friends. And I feel like stuff that may have been hidden between the both of them, or how they felt about each other, will come to the surface. And that might be evident in that tweet that came out, right? How people is really feeling and how they being treated. Because I remember for years people were saying, like, it feels like Young Miami doesn't support JT as she should. Even though, you know, before she came out of jail, you know, she was, you know, supporting JT. But as far as, you know, just big up in your friend, you know, wishing them happy birthdays, reposting things on your page, it felt like JT was doing that more for Caresha than vice versa. And people noticed that. So now, you know, people are finicky. They'll change. Now they're like, oh, it seems like, you know, JT is bashing Caresha, and Caresha was there for her, you know, when she was in jail and holding her down. It's just a back and forth, right? What will happen between, like, what's the fate of JT and Caresha? What's the fate of them? What's their fate? I mean, this could be as a group or, you know, separate. Let's just see what comes out in the cards. What's their fate? What's their fate? What's the fate of the City Girls? Let's see that. What's the fate of the City Girls? I feel like we kind of know. Me personally, I feel like the only reason they may get together, and that may be a no, but the only reason they may get together is because of the money. Money. Same card came out. Door to personal healing and happiness, and this was reversed. Same card, reversed. This is reversed. Second chakra archangel Ariel. This came out in reverse. Man holding a coin. What did I just say? What did I just say? Let me turn this around so I can know. These two were in the reverse. All tied up. Child. Goddess of the moon. It depends on how they feel and if the money is right. Anxiety. This came out reversed. What these cards are telling me here, door to personal healing and happiness, this is reversed. They not happy together. This duo, this relationship, this industry relationship, or whatever it is, it don't work for them no more. It's not working. And this second chakra deals with, you know, just producing something new. So do we expect it for them to produce any new music together anytime soon? I don't think so. Now, if something does come out, it may be because they already had something in the vault or whatever it is. But they don't look forward to working together. Now you have this man holding a coin card that came out. Remember I said, if they do, they might be pulling pins and needles and clenching teeth to get back together. But if the price is right for both of them, I could see them doing it. Like, but it'll take something to get them together. But it has to be a pretty coin. And then you have this all tied up card. It's like we all wrapped up in our own business. You know what I mean? The goddess of the moon deals with, you know, emotions. The up and down of emotions that's being attached to the moon, and the moon deals with our emotional side or our internal side or our subconscious or how we feel inside, something that's covered that other people don't see. And true feelings are coming out. How they really feel about each other is coming out. And it's going to be some ups and downs, like I said. And it's coming out already right now. And then you have this anxiety card that actually came out in the reverse, too. And it's like, I just don't want to deal with this no more. I feel like they don't want to deal with each other. But if the money is right, and it got to be a good penny, they may come together. But as far as the fate of the City Girls in their relationship, I don't see it being in a good place. I don't see them working together, only if it's for the money and a good coin. Other than that, I really think they had a good run, but they are done. Thank you guys for tuning in for this reading. If you have any other questions, or if you want me to complete a part 2 of this reading or part 3 or whatever it is, go ahead and put those comments in the comment section. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you again. Peace.